mesmerizing. Definitely like waking up in the middle of the night and just hearing it go.
It did. It rained a bit last night.
Yeah. It's funny. It feels like it sounds like it's wind up there, but I think it's just the ocean reflecting off of
I think so.
Off of the cliffs, bluffs.
Yeah. Just nice to be here.
Yeah, it is.
Not too cold. Got the ocean.
Yeah, it's a good time to. It's like we're fending off winter for another week.
Yeah.
So I don't know what it's like at home, but
I don't know. I'm kind of holding out hope that it hasn't snowed before we get back.
it's totally possible. I want to know what that thing was last night.
That was weird.
I feel like it was a cat.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, maybe it was that damn whatever that little thing it was that I saw. Why don't you try to recreate that sound for us?
No.
Come on, I was trying to think of it. It was like a it's like a broken screech.
Yeah, kind of. I don't know. I don't think.
But it was certainly calling to another one of its.
Yeah, but it didn't
kind.
sound so much like a bird. I don't think.
I don't know.
Unless some weird ass bird I don't know about, but.
Yeah. I was like right in that mostly asleep phase, and then I
was awake when it started, and I was just like, what the hell is that? And then it got closer.
Yeah, it got quite close.
And then it went a little further away.
I mean, it had to be between the bluffs and us.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, I was gonna just, when we get back to service, what I want to do is just look up, like, I don't know. I think I also want it to be a bigger critter.
Yeah.
But kind of the only way I feel like I could find it is just looking up, like, the calls of different things.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you could start by just, finding out what all the native animals are here.
Yeah.
And then go through those and see. But I mean, it would be strange for it to be a cat. I don't know, just that close to this.
Sure.
Making that noise. Unless it was like a young one that was lost, but it didn't sound like that.
Yeah, they're saying there were bobcats here too.
Yeah, I don't know.
There's one just sneaking around.
That was funny. It was like those birds in Missouri
Yeah.
were making those crazy sounds. Had another string of geese fly right over me this morning. Yeah. Heading for the warmth.
Yeah. It was a big one.
That's surprisingly close.
Mm-hmm.
If it gets any closer, you grab that camera.
Yeah.
That's funny. I was like super zoned out. Didn't even notice that until it was right there. There's something there must be some science behind it too. There's just something so relaxing about looking at the ocean.
Yeah, it totally is.
Crazy to think of everything that's going on under the surface. Just like within our view, there's so much life going on under there.
It's the last day of our hike, and we've decided we'll make our way back to where we started, along the Miners Ridge Trail. We felt a little rushed on day one, having completely changed our plan and gotten a late start, so we're going to take our time on the way out. The last day seems to have come a little quickly for both of us, and we'd stay longer if we could.
It's like a small moment. We think of like all the cells in our bodies, and that makes up just like that much of them.
No, I think it's actually incomprehensible.
Yes, that's totally what it is. Yeah, and I guess just the timeline too. It's like, you know, probably been growing that tumor since before either of us was alive. It's just like a slow, everything worked slow. I guess it is all over. A lot more tired than I thought I would be.
Yeah. Good. Take it easy. That mist just adds a whole other layer to the kind of otherworldly feel of the forest. Really want to bingo out to up here on one of the little misty ridges. And it seems even quieter today. You know, the wetness, everything's softer.
Dampening everything.
Yeah.
It's so wet.
Good one. Yeah, look at this strap.
Oh yeah.
In fact, I'm going to put some tape on it. I wonder how many loggers are killed cutting these things down.
Probably a good amount.
I took some time to get it figured out. halfway?
Yep.
Oh, 3 hours. We're actually right on pace.
The history of the coast redwoods since white settlers arrived in the mid-1800s is a convoluted tale. Soon after gold was discovered nearby in 1850, settlers flooded the area and proceeded to persecute the native people and claim the land for themselves. A couple decades later, the gold rush was replaced by a timber rush as the Americans recognized the commercial potential of the spectacular trees all around them. What followed was nearly a century of unchecked greed in the redwood forests, and 2 million acres was reduced to 100,000. Along the way, timber companies defrauded the American public of hundreds of thousands of acres of redwood forest, used the influence of corrupt politicians to pass legislation to enable their continuing destruction of those forests, did their best to greenwash what they knew the American public would not support, and clear-cut every inch they could. Thankfully, there were men and women who stood up and fought to protect what they could of what remained. Bit by bit, while large swaths of redwoods fell, small pockets were being protected. Prairie Creek State Park began with the donation of 160 acres of forest by the widow of Joseph Russ, one of the most shameless perpetrators of land fraud in the region. The park was officially established in 1931 when the Save the Redwoods League, themselves an organization that seems to have fought as hard to protect redwoods for the timber companies as it did to protect these trees from them, added 5,000 acres to the original 160 and helped to make the state park a reality. Other pockets would be protected in the following decades, and finally in 1968, after a long struggle between industry and conservationists, Redwood National Park was created, and then expanded in 1978. Today, the park protects nearly 40,000 acres of old-growth redwoods. There are echoes today of the greed and short-sightedness that drove men to destroy the redwood forests, in calls to sell off public lands and roll back regulations that have protected wild places for decades, to enable a select few to enrich themselves further. I'm thankful for all of the men and women, past and present, who have stood up to protect these wild places. We need them more than we know. We walk away, as we have on all of these trips, wondering if we've done the place justice. Even as we hiked those last miles, my mind was racing with all the amazing things we didn't capture, or ways that we could have done it better. I realize it's a futile pursuit, trying to encapsulate this place in a frame that fits on our screens. I think our only hope is to give you a hint of what it truly is. This place has power. Being in its presence is a privilege.